job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Uno, no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yes, sir. 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
That's good for a
So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Bell. And an alley to run. 20. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you down.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 89 yards, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down now, it's Bell. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. 41 yards.
Wait, set. Ready? Set. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Check 13. Check 13.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They come up in an offset eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Now the toss to Bell running right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Bell, and an alley to run. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run on first down. Bell, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We're going to sign. Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. 52. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Red 80. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Darnold on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 72.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wait, that 29. Alpha. 54. Mike 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, 66.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. 1st-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Now Brady on the bootleg. Oh, good move at the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got the good ones. They find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Young lady. Check 52's the mic. Check 52.
Darnold down to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Young lady. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? And let's pin the mirrors back. Young lady. Check. Crunch, crunch. Hey, exit. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey,
here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Darnold now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Again, Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On first down, Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Darnold looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. Covered by Jason McCourty.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 28-yard attempt.
Catanzaro's kick is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 450.
And it's Michelle once again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Wait, that 380. 57. Down to lose 1. Go Bandit.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know.
First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Wait, that Alabama, 380, 154, 154, 65, 65.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, this is Michelle. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Wait, that 53. Mike 4. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, Alabama.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady, he hits his target, left side, Watson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Brady now going to leave it with Michelle on the draw. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Wait, what is?
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go.
Back.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Patriots 30, Jets 17.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
50 outside. We own them. We own them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Michael Bannon. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
I got you.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's looking deep for Bell. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Who that? Tighten up. Check.
Chopper. Alpha.
Brady now to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. On the toss, here's Michel, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Coming to you, coming to you.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 17, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 60 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Man.
To the air again, Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Darnold to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Now Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
You better be ready. We're ready. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football, has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Philip Dorsett by himself. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Darnold now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after now from Catanzaro. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this is secured by the Patriots. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He finds an opening past the 40, and he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground is Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.